It does. And hello everybody. Welcome back to the cook. And we're gonna do some more griddling tonight. One of my favorite things to griddle. Or grill back in the day. So hi honey.
Hi honey.
We're gonna make steak bombs, which is a colloquial term used in New England probably exclusively, but what it means is a loaded Philly cheesesteak with onions, mushrooms, peppers, of course steak, and this is shaved ribeye, which we're really excited to try. And we're going to top the sandwiches with two different kinds of cheese. This is of course provolone, and then a couple of slabs of Colby pepper jack, which I think makes all the difference in the world. I'm going to just use a little light olive oil here, and of course this grill is set at very low temp, and we're going to start with a very generous coating of grease here, and we're just going to work that all over this whole surface, because tonight we're going to be using this entire surface to do this dish. And you know, the only spices we're using in this are salt and pepper, and if you need to use anything more than that, in our opinion, you are getting your groceries at the wrong place. Much like if you go to an expensive steak restaurant and it shows up covered in seasoning or some type of other thing, generally, much like the use of perfume, somebody's trying to hide something. So
I'm gonna get the garage door.
I'm gonna leave it closed for now because I want to see how goofy it gets. Okay.
Okay.
This is a test, because this should not be a really huge smoker of a dish, believe it or not. Now, there's a lot of different ways to make a sandwich like this. So everyone's going to have their own variations and recipes, and that's awesome. That's the best part of cooking. You know, everybody has a different take on old favorites. And I don't think it matters. I don't think anybody's favorite is better than someone else's, or there should even be such a discussion, to be honest. To me, it's about what you enjoy and whether or not you enjoy it. And also, as an added feature, tonight we're trying this out with our brand new GoPro 9, which this in of itself is a big test. So we're going to see how this performs over some time. And I know a lot of people like to kind of clump things up. I like to try to spread it out as much as I can in this stage so everything gets good uniform heat. But I just want to get these softened up a little bit. And of course, it's like everything, right? We go to the grocery store today, honey, and what do we say? We're just here for creamer, right?
Right.
And what happened?
We ended up buying a whole Asian market.
Right. We hit the Asian aisle and the Mexican, or the what they call ethnic aisle. I think it's kind of silly, but we hit the Mexican food aisle, the Asian food aisle, and man, did we score on a lot of hard to find, around here anyway, in upstate New York, hard to find products. So very excited because we're going to be doing some Asian fried rice, variation probably Japanese hibachi and traditional Chinese fried rice, as soon as we can get some rice made. But we've had our hands full with the doggos last couple days. Our oldest, Halo, has been in ill health, and we're going through a huge dietary revamp with her, and she's been paramount on our mind, and we haven't really had a chance to do too much. So like yesterday, we wound up with horrible fast food for dinner, which was just ugh.
Well, we had to take her to Cornell, which is a very well-known veterinary hospital here in New York, and they're experts at everything. And
yeah, they're really great.
Experts at Halo because of her heart condition. So
yeah,
that's about an hour away.
Yeah, so Halo was born with a congenital heart defect, and as she began to grow, the more we learned about it, we found out that she actually has a grade 6 or 5, depending on which cardiologist you talk to. It's definitely a solid 5, but sometimes it echoes as a 6.
It's a 5 on one side and a 6 on the other.
Yeah. So the poor girl's got some challenges. So we can't just whip her into the nearest, local vet hospital and have them put her under and expect her to survive. And our local vet, which handles 90% of her medical issues, is fantastic. And they know her, they love her, and we love them. But sometimes we have to take her up to the big guns up the road because they have access to all the equipment our smaller vet hospital does not, for diagnostic purposes. So here I think I've gotten this ready to the point where I'm going to separate them into 2 piles. The only thing I find with this 22-inch is I miss the ability to just put my tools down just about anywhere I want. And that's really the only side of this that is a little deficient. Because what I want to do is get 2 equal portions of this separated. Because I'm about to start the awesome. Not that veggies aren't awesome, but I am a carnivore, so is Allison. This is confirmed fact. And right now, I'm just going to do this. Break this up over that griddle. This is a pound of ribeye that's been shaved. And we are super excited to give it a shot. And kind of not your average steak-em, right? But it's based on the same theory. And this now is really the easy, quick part, because this is all we need on a steak this nice. A little bit of salt, kosher crushed sea salt, looks pretty, tastes great. I don't know, for those that'll claim so much better for you, all the things you should eat. And this is that black, what is it, honey? Black?
That's just crushed pepper.
Oh, this is just crushed black pepper?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought it was that Moroccan stuff.
I can't find the Malibu
Oh.
or Malabar anywhere.
Okay. Now, the interesting thing, if you've ever been in a sub shop and you order one of these subs, this is primarily what you're going to hear while you're waiting for your sandwich to get cooked. It's the cutting, slicing, dicing, and mixing of all the parts. And once I start to get that primary layer on the bottom a little, I know it's toasting down there, so now I'm going to start moving the veggies back onto the 2 steaks. Sorry, apologize, a little rusty here, but yeah, so you can see it's already starting to cook down there, which is what we want. And then we're just going to continue to do this and make sure that each piece of that gets love. And do some flippage, start getting that working in together. And I've learned with these, you still go with the low and slow, but speed of moving the meats around is, I think, a pretty critical element, because you don't want to leave them sitting in one spot for too long. You want them to cook evenly and really pick up the flavor of those vegetables. And that's why you also don't need a tremendous amount of any kind of additional spice. Like Like, I've been in some places, and I know, like, food is getting crazy, right? Like, you can go places now and you just want a hamburger and they want to put an egg all over it. And I don't want to offend anybody who thinks that's awesome. I think that's great if you like it, but yeah, maybe I'm too Puritan in my ways. I don't know. But I like my eggs cooked for breakfast or dinner for breakfast, and you know, not in my burgers. I'm sure everybody will have different opinions about that. And that's, again, the beauty of cooking. It's your way. And I think that's just fabulous. So we got some updates on the RV situation. Betty has left the driveway as of yesterday. She has gone on to go home with her new owners, and they're super excited. We're super excited. Chloe's parts are slowly making their way to the RV dealer and being assembled, which is also our goal, because we're dealing with timetables. They're a little out of our control. And we're also dealing with some extra weather surprises coming in shortly from good old Mother Nature. And yeah, this is starting to look pretty good. What do you think?
Oh, it looks amazing.
Yeah?
You put the steak in there already?
Oh yeah. Yeah, steak's on.
Sorry, I got Cornell looking for more money.
Oh, really? Did you tell them they haven't given us a aftercare plan yet? We were supposed to get that yesterday, so, you know, we stayed up a little bit late. Waiting for news, but, you know, everybody gets busy. They literally, while we were there picking up Halo, we must have seen 8 or 9 owners come and go picking up animals, dogs, cats. And they also work on livestock there, and that's pretty important for this region of upstate New York, because there's a lot of farm area out here, a lot of active.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah?
We're not going to fit all that in one bun.
No, we're not.
That's like 4 buns.
Yeah, I know. I thought that the second I threw the meat down and started working on it. So we're going to get as much of it in one as we can, and what I think we'll do is take the rest.
And put it in an omelet.
Yeah, we'll just take it as an off, you know, off thing. So what we're going to do...
That'd be great as a steak and egg omelet.
It certainly would, and it certainly will be. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stop panicking, because that's what happens when I start thinking things through too much. And we're going to scoop this bomb up and load it in this awesome, what is this called? Victory? Viking stainless steel container, and this will just go right in the old refrigerator and go in with some nice eggs. And wow, what a surprise that will be, right? Steak bomb and eggs. That's not gonna stink.
Steak bomb omelet.
Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be really where we want to be. So we're gonna separate this into 2 sub-sized portions, which we can now do. And even then, it's going to be a little hard to get this all into a sandwich, but we're going to make it work. So we're splitting about 1 pound of meat a piece, or a pound of meat, so about 1/2 pound of steak per bomb.
You can always put more in the container.
Yep. Well, the upside to this too is we're able to do a lot of the prep on this upstairs in the kitchen, such as getting the cheeses ready, the buns, and just so you know, the way that they serve them to me in New England, the bun isn't toasted, it's just got a light coating of mayo after it's been split. And now comes our cheese. A couple pieces of that beautiful provolone, and my honey knows how to find that. She's really great with the cheese. And then a little bit of this Colby Jack. I mean, look at that. It's just the perfect cheese. Adds a little bit of spice. It brings some amazing moisture to the meal. And in my opinion, there's probably no better cheese. And it melts superbly under almost all conditions. So, and this is it, as far as that part goes. So the only thing really left, oh, that's cool, we're only like 15 minutes into this. It's not bad, and it's not really super smoky at all in here.
No, it's not.
Which is what I was kind of hoping would happen. So there you go, 2 pounds of this, and we have a lot left over that we can use in additional meals.
I would say 2 pounds of steak.
Yeah.
And all the trimmings.
Yeah, see, that's all
That would go
that's
for
all
6
left over.
subs.
Yeah. And now we
I
can
think that's fair to say.
probably, yeah. I think that's right on the money, honey. And no, I wasn't trying to be a poet.
And you didn't know it?
No, it just kind of happened. So yeah, see, there's our mayo infused bun. And we're gonna just set this right on top of that cheese. Just like that.
This is what I can't wait to see.
And let this catch that moisture and heat, and let the mayo infuse with the cheese. And this is a little different than how I see some people plate these, and that's okay, right? Again, everybody does something a little bit different. And but this is how I'm used to doing this task. Because what this also does is it gets the cheese down inside the bun, which I personally prefer, because like I get burned a lot, my lips, from like gooey cheese that's on the top of a sandwich. So for me, this is like it just kind of helps protect you a little bit from that. So, trick is sliding this on, getting it over a big surface, and then you flip it down over, and
Oh my gosh.
that is what you wind up with,
That's beautiful.
ladies and gentlemen. And to me,
Don't forget the leftovers.
oh, yeah, no, you got some leftovers, see?
I put it in the... Will it fit on the bun, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've already been accused of being selfish once today, so I don't want to recap that episode. So I want to try to get all this on the larger skillet, which we just picked up, and I love it. This thing is the bomb. No pun intended for tonight's dinner. And look at that. Flips right over. And this cook is done, ladies and gentlemen. Now all that's left to do is go enjoy it, which is going to be the easy part of this. And I made a critical error in transportation accoutrements here, so you're going to have to carry yours up.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll suffer.
I know. Life is hard. And that's it. Gonna leave this here for a bit, go enjoy our dinner, and come back and clean the grill off later. Or the griddle. I
Turn it off.
I did. I've just killed the gas. So you kill the gas at the tank first, and then you kill these.
Oh.
So that's it. We're off to go eat this, and thanks for joining. Bully Pack RV Cooking Show.